Welcome back to Talk Thursday. We're still talking with former Senator and lawyer Rene Sagisag. So sir, a while ago we had a discussion on possibly waiting until 2014 for the next Chief Justice. Now there's an ongoing debate about whether President Aquino should choose an insider or an outsider. Do you have a preference?
Well, ang tradition natin talagang doon sa loob. Pero may definition na minsan ang tradition is a social vice that has become incurable. Kaya wala namang prohibition from getting an outsider like Ronnie Zamora or an insider like Bobby Abad. Kaya either way, I can live with it. Pero sa ngayon, yun nga, yung pag kinabit sa seniority, I think we have to get through this version of Scarborough Shoal na dahil sa ngayon talagang napakainit eh. Kaya pag si Tony Carp, hindi matitigil siguro yung mga iringan. Kaya I would like for him to consider, wow, kasi pag sinabi ni Tony Carpio today or tomorrow, I'm declining, aba, ipapatayo na ako ng monumento. I mean, that would really mean na talagang ito Magdalena o St. Augustine. Kaya if he now says, nandyan na kayo lahat, I am definitely declining. Kaya parang ako din, nag-issue ko ng statement like Sherman. If nominated, I will not accept. If picked, I will not serve. Kaya something like that, talagang rebulto ang tatayo natin kay Tony Carpio. Talagang walang self-seeking, talagang para sa bayan. Magpaparaya na naman siya.
Sir, you want a 2-year transition period for the Supreme Court, but wouldn't that make the Chief Justice sort of like a lame duck? You know, just 2 years, how could he or she be able to implement reforms? How would it work?
Well, 2 years is a long time. Meaning, ang daming mga decision that will have to be made. And this is another commitment I would like to hear. Na sabihin ni Noy, i-withdraw na kung anong motion for reconciliation de Luisita, ini-implementa namin eh. Kasi these are the gestures that the people would really appreciate. Na talagang pagpaparaya, papakitang handa sila magsakripisyo para sa inang bayan. The spirit of EDSA, mga gestures yan that will have lasting significance in terms of elevating our ethical standards.
Sir, is age an issue for you? Senator Escudero says, if the President appoints a young Chief Justice, that might tie the hands of future presidents.
Well, ang problema ko naman dun sa mga young, sino ba yung mga young? Di si Laila, no?
Yes.
O si Kim.
Commissioner
Pero si
Anares.
Kim, gusto ko muna dun sa BIR para sabihin sa atin, magkano ba ang taxes sa binayad ni Manny Pacquiao? Kumita pala ng 5.2 million. Pag tinranslate mo sa pesos, that's almost close to 3 billion pesos. So magkanong, kasi nung kulitin yan aba nagalit si Manny. Bakit ako iniimbestiga? I said, no, may karapatan siyang to be transparent with the people. Kung kumita ka ng close to 3 billion, magkano naman ang binayad mo para kay Juan de la Cruz? Hindi sa kay Uncle Sam. So, ang dami na nilang pera doon Mas kailangan niya sa Glan. Yung Glan, bayan niya sa Sarangani. Pero hindi naman distrito talaga ni Manny yan. Sa Cotabato siya, nag-district shopping lang siya. Dahil binugbog siya ni Darlene nung 2004.
So you're okay with a young Chief Justice?
No, dahil paano naman yung more senior ones? Meron namang hindi lang justice, kundi deserving candidates na who will be there maybe for 5, 10, 15 years. Kasi itong kina Laila, kina Kim, 2 dekada yata eh. And so I am not sure na hindi naman bibigyan ng pagkakataon itong mas senior sa kanila. But I have no problem with Laila dahil nakasama ko siya noong 2007, labanan namin si Ben Abalos. Talagang magaling. At talagang gusto ko siya dahil yung ginawa niya to stop the biyahe of GMA. Dahil yun, kengkoy na naman ang Supreme Court doon. Dahil sa karanasan namin, pag nagsabi kang may sakit, ang hihingi sa iyo ng husgado, medical certificate. Ito wala eh. Kaya ang ginawa niya, tinuturo namin San Beda, yun nga na never surrender your conscience to the state. In other words, meron tinatawag na police power, meron tinatawag na higher law. So ang tinuturo namin San Beda, don't be like the German lawyer na pag sinabi ni Hitler, anything printed at government expense and calls itself by law, yan ang susundin mo. Ba hindi. Never, never surrender your conscience to the state. And I love that nang in effect yan ang ginawa niya. Dahil she was ready to face the consequences. Hanggang ngayon may disbarment pa raw.
Right.
Nako, kengkoy. Dahil ako din, may pending disbarment Supreme Court dahil binanatan ko sila, ang Korte Suprema, yung sa isang ruling nila. Sumulat ako. Aba, pinadidisbar ako. 10 taon na. Paano naman si Laila? Kung abutin ng 2 decades yung disbarment niya, she won't qualify. Kasi yun, another abuse, I think, of the JBC. The JBC cannot amend the Constitution. Wala naman sinabi doon na to be appointed to the Supreme Court, you should not be facing a disbarment case. Aba, amendment yan by the JBC.
It's their own rule.
Wala naman naghalala sa JBC. Kaya sila hindi pwedeng magdagdag ng qualification on top of those specified in the Consti. Dahil nung una nga, sabi, pag 65 ka na, nasa private sector, hindi ka na pwede. So Rudy Robles and I challenged that. Natanggal. Unfortunately, although na shortly si Rudy, it was Estela Bernabe Perlas who was picked, who I also like dahil okay din naman si Judge Estela.
New announcement this week is that they will televise the public interviews. What do you think people should be very wary or careful about during the public interviews? What are the things we should look at in the interviews of the nominees?
Well, kung ako lang naman ang magtatanong doon, isa lang naman ang tatanong ko is there anything about your past or your background that if exposed would embarrass and humiliate all of us? Ganun lang. Talagang pag pumasok ka sa public life, you abandon your right to privacy, the right to be let and left alone. Kaya yun nga, tatanong ko lang, wala nang masyadong meron bang pag nalaman ng publiko na expose, mapapahiya kami. And to me, dapat yan widely covered. Ang takot ko lang dyan, baka kamukha din ng impeachment. Naku, lahat kukunin na naman ng mic. Baka abutin ng 1 taon yung prosesong yan. Kaya kasi yung mga...
Televise na
Ayun, pag na-televise, humahaba. Dahil 15 minutes of fame. But wala akong objection doon. At yun lang ang talagang concern ko. Is there anything about the background that could prove embarrassing if exposed?
Sir, aside from the public interviews, now some sectors want the deliberations and the voting of the JBC to be made public. Is that something that you support? Do you think that should also be televised, or at least, let's say, reporters would be allowed to cover that?
I have my reservations dahil minsan in such a crucial discussion, you tend to play devil's advocate. No? which you may not really fully exercise kung covered. Dahil, sagisag pala, gano'n. Kaya to me, kamukha din niya ng Supreme Court deliberations, kamukha ng aming executive sessions, kamukha ng ibang cabinet meetings, kami-kami lang. Then there is more candor, there is more liberty, dahil you don't want to be quoted na ikaw pala namimintas doon. And that may moderate the debate to the prejudice of the public. Kaya yun, kung yun yung public interviews, okay ako doon. Pero yung final deliberations, baka merong mahihiyang mag-raise ng objection dahil televised.
You also expressed reservation about this new requirement of the JBC, the waiver. What exactly are your concerns with that waiver on the bank accounts?
Well, unang-una, I treasure the right to be let and left alone. Kung ako naman aspirant dyan, hindi naman ako mapipili, bakit mabubulgar yung mga bank accounts ko? Tinatago ko kay Mrs. Nasa pangalan ng kulasisi ko. Well, seriously, iba ang requirements when you are already in the public service. Pero kung nag-a-apply ka lang, bakit naman ibibilad lahat? Baka malalaman ng, sabi nga ni Rudy Pariñas, kidnappers. Yan din ang sinabi ng Supreme Court ng 990. Pero yun nga, tignan natin, meron na bang na-kidnap na public official because of assault? Wala Kasi alam naman, kung Pariñas ka ba, talagang mucho ka. I mean, hindi naman nalilihim kung sino ang mayaman at hindi mayaman Pero mahirap doon, pag ikaw may kulasisi, nandun sa kondo, kapitbahay mo, pag nakita yung sal mo, bakit hindi nilalabas ni Justice O.N. Soto? Laging doon natutulog yan sa tabi namin. So, property niya yun. But yun, nasa public service na siya. But kung ako papasok pa lang, and 5, 6 na po kami, my chances are very poor. But kung naman ibubulgar ang mga accounts ko, yung bank secrecy, merong sariling justification yan Pag napasok ka na, then you're open season. Pero private citizen ka pa hanggang ngayon, and you should be treated as a private citizen. Meron ka pang zone of privacy. Kaya yan ang kung bakit ako nag-aatubili na i-require yan.
Sir, before you said the JBC culture, it's very secretive, parang barkada-barkada, sila-sila lang. Do you see that changing now after the impeachment and they're introducing these new changes in the process?
Well, nung araw kasi yun ang tawag ko dyan let me call you sweetheart. I mean, sila-sila lang. And then, ang isa pang abuso nun na hindi na bubulgar Gloria returned a list.
Yes.
I mean, shameful. Dahil economist kuno, assisted by generals, what do I know about the legal profession and its members? Chief Justice yan, law deans yan, etc. Kaya to me, yun ang pangit na pinayagan ni na Chief Justice Davide. Kasi doon, nung merong appointment na presiding justice sa Court of Appeals, ang tingin ni Gloria, teka muna, linked ito sa opposition, kamag-anak ni ganito, ganun. Pinalta ng Court of Appeals yung listahan. And that should not be repeated. Kaya yun nga, with what is going on, I hope that the JBC, until it is removed in the next constitution, will follow more closely yung commission appointments model. In other words, it was bad, but the JBC turned out to be worse. And in real life, ganun, minsan ang choices mo, bad, worst, and worst. Kaya miska anong decision noy-noy, may babanat. Dahil in the real world, ganun wala yung malinaw na ang nagiging criterion mo minsan, the least evil.
You mentioned criterion and President Noynoy. Senator Chi said that the President has not yet made up his mind about the next Chief Justice. If there were one criterion that you would suggest, unsolicited advice of yours to President Aquino in choosing the Chief Justice, what would that be?
Well, unang-una, hindi ko alam kung bakit nasasabi ni Chis yun I mean, can he read really the mind of Noynoy? Talaga bang kayang-kaya niya? Meaning, what we can really say is, we don't know. Kaya, to me, I just hope that the next CJ will be mga kamukha ni na JBL Reyes, ni na Moran, ni na Roberto Concepcion, dahil we really have a proud past to look back on. Sina Bengson, sina Paras, I mean, they were very good models. So, yun ang hanapin natin. Nandun ang competence, nandun ang integrity, nandun ang probity, nandun ang independence. Yun ang 4 na criteria sa ating saligang batas.
Sir, we have a question from social media, from Twitter user @Pilosopotasio. Is it constitutional to have an interim Chief Justice? Maybe your suggestion. Some people call it kasi an interim Chief Justice. Is it constitutional?
What we have now is an acting. So, acting, hanggang iniintay yung magiging permanent Chief Justice. So that's what we have now. Remember, like I said, for more than 4,000 days, walang Chief Justice mula noong 1901. And then, May 1982, for 1 week, walang Korte Suprema. Kaya it doesn't matter whether acting, whether interim. The fact is, sumisige naman ang Supreme Court. May mga resolutions. Ito, kamukha nitong Kengkoy resolution sa SAL. I mean, niloloko lang tayo ng mga mahistrado Wala namang palang access din
So, sir, now after the impeachment, what do you think are the hard-earned lessons from that episode in our history that must not be forgotten as we choose another Chief Justice?
Well, marami. I mean, ang midnight appointed talaga si Rene Corona. Follow the Constitution. Follow the history ni Caloy Garcia. Si Carlos Garcia, may 350. Then, Macapagal himself made thousands of midnight appointments. Ginawa na naman niya noong 1998, in-antedate. In other words, to fall beyond the 2-month period. So yun, igalang. At saka yung next Chief Justice natin, dapat tapos na ang pag-aaral. Huwag na magdo-doctorate pagkat Chief Justice. Martes, nagkita kami, o hindi, nakita ko siya. Letterman concert, Manila Hotel. The next night, nabasa ko, same concert, Araneta. Nagda-doctorate kami, 8,000 cases yan. Anong image na nakikita ko? Para ka bang nagda-drive, nagsa-cellphone, and at the same time, romancing your girlfriend. Explosive yan. You cannot do a good job in any of the three kung magmumultitask kang ganon. Pag ikaw Chief Justice na, or even a Justice, you have only one duty, decide cases. Tigilan mo na yung pag-aaral. Tigilan mo na yung... Kaya dito, I hope UST will set a policy. We are not going to accept any longer any justice doing graduate work. Because, grabe ang backlog kung Court of Appeal, Sandigan, Supreme Court. Yung mag-masters ka, wag ng doctorate, nearly full-time yan. I mean, nag-masters ako. Yung karanasan ko nung pareho kami nag-Harvard, no? Talagang para kayong 1 year na bar exam. Kaya po, wala ka nang pwedeng ibang gawin dito, kung ikaw hindi pa tapos ang pag-aaral, mag-resign ka muna. Tapusin mo ang pag-aaral mo, saka ka bumalik. Wag nang maulit yung mga ganon. Wag na rin maulit yung nagpe-press con.
Na Chief Justice, nagpapa-interview.
At saka pag sumulat, murahin kung sino yung sumulat. Like Chief Justice Roberto Concepcion did in relation to the Colegialas, who wrote not for any self-serving purpose, kundi mga kamahalan po, pabutuhin niyo po kami. Ganun ang motibo ng mga Colegiala. Pinitik din sila ni Chief Justice Roberto Concepcion. It's not done. You have to make a formal filing. Yun ang mga, in other words, wala na kailangang pang pag-aralan sa ibang bansa. Dito na lang, yung ginagawa ni na Chief Justice Moran, Chief Justice Paras, Chief Justice, lahat sila ang gagaling sina Chief Justice Roberto Concepcion. Nung siya matalo, nung March 31, 1973, doon sa Habeliana versus Executive Secretary, Berting Concepcion simply stopped reporting for work until he retired. Ganun ka-prinsipyo ang mga punong maestrado natin in our glorious past.
And we'd like to restore that now
Yes.
in the history of the
Kasi
Supreme
Gone
Court.
with the wind. After 20 years of McCoy, 10 years of Gloria, gusto nating manumbalik yung napakamarangal nating nakaraan.
Sir, just a question. How do you think the elections next year and politics in general are playing into this selection of the next Chief Justice? There are speculation that, VP Binay is for a certain candidate or the other faction is against that candidate. How do you see it playing out?
Well, nababasa ko nga yan na hindi ko rin alam. Matagal na rin kami hindi nakikita ni Jojo. Mahirap naman dahil pag tinawag naman Mr. President, nung araw naluluha lang. Ngayon bumabaha na kaya talagang hindi na namin makausap. And to me, that is why it's an additional argument why we need someone like Bobby Abad or even Ronnie Zamora na not really identified Balay or Samar, whoever. So, it's important na piliin natin yung hindi mapagsususpetyan. And ako naman, I'm not saying na Bobby and Ronnie are the best. But give me names. Hindi yung sabihin mo lang, masama yung ganyan ang past yan. Without giving me another name. In other words, not to say that an egg is rotten. You have to lay a better one. Okay, pintasan nyo si Bobby, pintasan nyo si Ronnie. Sino naman po ang imumungkahi nyo, ang mahihirang nyo para tingnan natin. Para kung gano'n din, iwanan ko si Bobby at si Ronnie kung talagang meron diyang pogi. Pero tinitingnan ko yung the 50 names or so. I am having a difficult time looking for a superior bet.
You mentioned VP Binay. I just have to ask you this because you are longtime friends with him and also Senator Nene Pimentel. Recently, they had there was an issue about Senator Coco possibly leaving VP Binay's alliance, and then Senator Nene issued a statement against it, strong statement supporting his son. What are your thoughts on this? Because you're friends with both the elder Pimentel and VP Binay.
Well, yung politika, 6 years na ako dyan, hindi ko naintindihan yan Pero kamukha nito, bakit kasama ngayon ni na Jojo, si Mitos Magsaysay, wala nang ginawa. She has made a living, so to speak, doing nothing but hitting Noy-Noy. Bakit kasama ni na Jojo? Talaga bang anti-Noy-Noy na sila? There may be an explanation, but it's still a secret as far as I'm concerned. And si Jojo, baka practical type, pero I have long admired the moral stamina of Nene. Dahil si Nene, labas-pasok sa kulungan ng umiira lang walang habag batas militar, pero ang tigas ng ulo. Talagang banat pa rin. Well, si Jojo, ano rin yan, lahat kami nakulong. Kaya, common yun, pero mas matagal silang nakulong. Si Jojo, baka kung kukumpara natin, although I don't know the couple all that well, baka si Nene, more like Cory, talagang matigas ang ulo, stubborn. Baka si Ninoy, baka pragmatic naman, yung what works.
So, Binayas like Ninoy.
Well, that's the best analogy that I can imagine to try to simplify the situation. Dahil sa politika talaga naman, it's also the art of compromise. Yan ang sabi nila. But ako nandun sa I am among those whose feet are planted firmly in mid-air. Samantalang sina Jojo, siguro on the ground. No? Kaya that's why I did not last. Dahil one term lang ako. And I did not run in 92. Although prognostications was at very high risk of winning. Pero umuwi na lang ako. At dahil talaga napabayaan ko yung pamilya all those years and even my time in the Senate dahil 24/7 yun eh. Pag tumawag kay President Cory ng alas 10 ng gabi, takbo ko sa Arleg. Naka-house dress na yung pamilya, etc. But yun, talagang 24/7 ang public service. Na hindi ko na kaya ngayon. So yung ganun, I like that na may conflicting opinions. I'd be fought for that. Nung panahon nung batas militar, hindi ka pwedeng kumontra. Pero yun nga, we brought back the sounds and noises of democracy.
And we hope that democracy will be upheld by the next Chief Justice.
And be strengthened. Kasi meron naman tayong demokrasya pa, imperfect as it is. But if we are lucky enough to have a Chief Justice in the mold of Chief Justice Roberto Concepcion, all my efforts, all my life, may be worth something. Dahil today, minsan there are nights na I think, my entire life utter waste because I'm about to leave this world in a far worse shape than when I entered it. Kami naman sa last quarter, last 2 minutes, baka nga nasa pre-departure area na wala namang kaming enough dollars to spend sa duty free. Kaya yun nga, na para bang mas maganda yung mundong pinasukan ko kaysa itong mundong iiwanan ko. And I tried my best. But mukhang totally wasted. But yun nga, like I said, we can never, ever give up hope. We can never, ever give up on our motherland.
Thank you very much. Well said and very inspiring, Senator Sagisag.
Well, my pleasure. Sige.
Thank you, sir, for joining us. And thank you for watching Talk Thursday. We'll see you again next week. I'm Ai Makaraig. Thanks for joining Rappler.